Okay, we're joined here with Lindenwood women's hockey head coach Scott Spencer. Coach, reflecting back on the series with Northeastern this past weekend, what were your takeaways from the team's performance?
Again, I thought we grew in some areas. Offensively, I liked our possession time in the offensive zone with our group and how that progressed. We got better from Friday to Saturday night, creating more chances. Finally got a power play goal, and again making a few adjustments there. Again, just a real big learning process right now for all of our kids. We need to keep coaching them better and shore up some defensive zone type stuff. We can't give up the big plays that we're giving up right now, but that's all teachable stuff, and we'll just keep teaching with that stuff. But overall, again, it's early time, seeing where kids can fit, who plays better with who. You know, you can go through practice all week and think it's going to work, you know, and then it doesn't work in the game, where it's a little bit different situation. So we'll make those changes through these early parts of the year to, you know, get something that's maybe more consistent and established for when we get into conference in a couple weeks, and then through the rest of the year, even with the non-conference games.
Coach, Kirsten Martin did score that power play goal you just kind of mentioned, and then the team for the second game didn't give a power play goal. How do you see your special teams progressing and evolving this season?
Obviously, I wasn't real happy with our special teams as far as a penalty kill and power play on the first night against Northeastern. Northeastern was much different in the way they killed. Is they're much more passive. Minnesota came right at us, you know, and rushed us from there. And again, first weekend of the year, you know, our kids weren't ready for that. We are ready for pressure type kills now as well, but again, we're trying to find what works together, different combinations. Losing Allie Larson for that weekend as well didn't help things. You know, she's been at the top of the power play as from her freshman year too, so that hurts. And we threw Cookie back there the second night, who is Kirsten. Everybody calls her Cookie, but so we're talking about the same person. But she's a very skilled player, very intelligent player back there, so we thought we'd try her up top there. And again, we moved the puck around, we kept some pucks alive, and then she just found a shot lane, and I believe it was Corbin Welsh that was in front of the net, had a good screen, and it was just a well-placed shot. So again, we're still just playing around with things, definitely not a finished product. We're just going to keep working at it through practice, and I think our special teams will be just fine once we get further in the season and work at it more. We are working at it more now, but I think we'll be fine with it.
So, Coach, your team's preparing for a 2-game exhibition series with the Minnesota Whitecaps this weekend at the Lindenwood Ice Arena. So what are your expectations from those 2 games, and what do you hope your team takes away from those games?
One, they're going to be very good hockey games. You know, the Whitecaps are, you know, relatively a semi-pro team. It's all ex-Olympians and all Division I players, a lot of national championships through the roster, some Patty Cats winners. They're pulling a lot of kids from the old Badgers and Gophers rosters. I know they've got a couple of Bemidji State kids that are playing with them. Kendall Coyne from Northeastern, who won the Patty Cats last year, is with their squad. So one, is going to be a very competitive game for us. They're very talented. They're more experienced, you know, so from a physical side of things, with the strength side, you know, that's going to really test our young kids, and I think it's going to be great for them to get that type of competition, you know, and again, the games won't count against our schedule or our record, but I think the experience from playing teams like that is invaluable, and I think our kids will come away with a lot of learning from that. And again, it gives us an opportunity to keep trying to work through our kinks and things like that. Get freshmen more time. Again, experience, it can't be taught. It needs to be just going through things, and you know, this just gives us another opportunity before we head into our conference stuff in a couple weeks up in Syracuse.
So as you mentioned, after your series with the Whitecaps, your team does begin a stretch of 3 consecutive road series. You take on Syracuse, Ohio State, and Penn State. So how important is it for your team to find the groove this weekend at home before heading out on a long road trip?
I think it's just, again, fine-tuning things. That's the most important thing right now is just being automatic and all the simple things that we're trying to teach our kids. And if we can do that and not give up quality chances. And we're doing a lot of good things right now. I know we're 0-4 right now. We've played 2 top 10 opponents as well that were both in the national tournament last year and didn't lose a lot that's knocking them out. I know Northeastern got off to a slow start with St. Lawrence, but St. Lawrence also just knocked off number 4 Clarkson and tied them and beat them. So, you know, Northeastern is a very good hockey team, and so some of the things that we did against the Gophers, some of the things we did against the Huskies, very excited from that. So again, we're just going to keep trying to fine-tune things this weekend and take what we learned from this weekend, keep building into the next weekend. We got to make sure that we're well rested. You know, going on the road with our travel schedules, not always easy with where we're located. So we'll be having 2 flights. You know, we're going Syracuse, Ohio State, Penn State. So those are our three big time schools that we got to go play out at. And you know, Ohio State's rolling right now. Syracuse didn't play this past weekend, but they'll get back at it, so they're going to be fairly well rested. So we'll need to make sure we manage our kids properly and go from there.
Great. Coach Spencer, thank you very much, and we'll see you this weekend against the Whitecaps.
Perfect. Thank you very much.